Hey everybody, how you doing? Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you everybody. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get started and jump in. Hello, my name is Kellen Mckinney-Forbes, and I am doing my professional development presentation for Education 630 Liberty University for Dr. Andrew Gump. I have a volunteer, Bob. He's going to be helping with the slides. Bob, next slide. Bob, you awake? Okay. Thanks, Bob. So first off, we're going to start off our objectives. We're going to discuss why teachers should join a professional organization. Next, we're going to discuss how an association such as the ISTE benefits teachers. Then we're going to review the recent Education Technology Conference that happened last year. Bob, next slide. Why should teachers join a professional organization? So these are some of the reasons right here listed. To get continuing education credit. There are many organizations that have continuing or CE units, as they call them. As you're part of that organization, they allow you to get those CE units. Some jobs do require those. Next, to know about new trends and new technology. Yeah, as everybody knows, technology is ever changing, and we as educators need to know what's in our field. Next, to interact with other professionals who are in the same field. You can always learn from other people, and I always believe that iron sharpens iron. Next, to learn best practices. You also have the opportunity to learn new ways and new ideas of doing business. Bob, next slide. Part 2 of why should teachers join a professional organization. There are member-only newsletters. These newsletters can contain good information, tips, and whatnot for in the education field, so that's a bonus. Also, you're going to do professional learning courses, so you can have some educator courses that could help you continue to learn more about the educational field and to help your students. Also, we have referrals that you can get from other educators. If you're at a conference, you can get network with other educators and get referrals. And then you have the weekly webinars as well that you can take advantage of. Bob, next slide. These are some of the resources that can promote professional growth. The ISTE stands for educators, from teaching with technology to using technology to empower learners. This resource is the Journal of Digital Learning and Teacher Education. This resource will help educators learn how to blend in technology into student learning and creative thought process, which will benefit the students when it's done thoughtfully and correctly. This resource also can help educators serve their students by utilizing all the different websites, videos, applications, cell phones as learning tools. I believe it will help the teenage level students the most because they are tech savvy and they're used to using those tools on a daily basis, so it becomes second nature to them. I chose this resource because I'm currently transitioning training from face-to-face to an online platform. Bob, next slide. Bob, next slide, please. Wake up. Oh, thank you. Continuation of the resources that can promote professional growth. This is going to be the IST blog, Augmented Reality, that can help autistic students with social emotional learning. So the resource again was the ISTE blog. Augmented reality can help autistic students with social emotional learning, like I just said. This resource can assist your students with special needs. Also, it can help children with social emotional learning that may suffer from that autism. I chose this resource because I don't have a lot of knowledge regarding training people with social special needs, and I want to learn more about it. Bob, next slide. Thank you. Last resource here is the IST EdTech podcast, and this one discussed how do teachers working in under-resourced schools do innovative things with technology. Teachers can learn how they can still meet those needs even if they don't have the funds to do that, to be innovative. This resource for me Helps me personally to make workarounds if you're not able to get certain technology, which is exactly what I'm going through currently with my client, because we do not have certain software that can make things or make my job more easier, and I would like to find out different ways to still be innovative. The population that could benefit from this is kids going to inner city schools that have less funding. Next slide. So we're going to go to the review of the IST Education Technology Conference. I did choose two speakers, Mckinney-Forbes, who's my second cousin. She's actually a historian and a California middle school teacher, and she spoke about ways to create a positive classroom culture, which is important for a learning environment. She also talked about using technology to support reflection and student voice. I believe this is all important, and I'm sad that I missed it. Next, I had Dr. Quentin J. Lee, who is the principal of Childersburg High School, which is located in Alabama. And his main focus of discussion was the educational inspiration, so that students will be inspired to work hard in school and for them to be thirsty for knowledge. If I would have attended this live 2020 IST conference, I would have loved to hear the collaboration of all the speakers and for them to share best practices and tips in the educational field. As an educator coming out of the military, I don't have much exposure to the civilian side of learning, and I may not have the same challenges as a public school education system. So I would like to know what things I may face in the future so that I can be better prepared. Last slide is going to be, our next slide is going to be a summary slide. So we discussed why teachers should join a professional organization. We listed some different reasons. There's many benefits of that. Then we listed some resources that can promote professional growth. And then we reviewed that recent educational technology conference, which I talked about a couple of speakers there and their impact that they had on me, and then why that I wish I had not missed it, because I would have definitely taken advantage of it and learned a lot. Next slide here is going to be my reference slide. Please feel free to check out one of these references, podcasts, videos. There's so many different things located on the ISTE website, so please check it out. Again, my name is Kellen Mckinney-Forbes, and I thank you for your time, and have a blessed day.